Okay, today we're going to talk about specialized lighting, particularly fitness photography and videos. Now, in fitness photography and videos, you want to show muscles, which means hard lighting, so you have highlights and shadows. Now, that's really great for muscles, but it's really bad for faces. That's why a lot of times when you see the fitness magazines, they have really harsh faces. When you're younger, in your 20s, maybe even some of your 30s, that's okay. But when you're our age, I'm approaching 60, you don't want to have harsh lighting on your faces. So how do we get super soft lighting on the face and harsh lighting on everything from here down to show the muscles? Now, a second challenge we have here is I have hardly no definition at all. So how are we going to make me look kind of okay? I mean, I'm not a bodybuilder, but we're going to try to make me have a little bit of definition in my arms, but soft lighting in my head, on my face. So here's a shot that I did using two softboxes to show you an example of what it looks like when you use softboxes. Now, my face looks great, except my arms look all puffy and fat and just no definition at all. This is really unflattering for my arms. My face looks good, but my arms don't. So what I need to do is to simulate that kind of lighting for the face, but have a different kind of lighting for the body, the arms. So we can't use softboxes because that just shines light everywhere. So what have we learned from watching Marcus before on this channel? To simulate the effect of soft lighting, have as many little lights as possible all around coming from different directions. So this is what we're going to do for the head, except we only want it to hit the head and not the body. And this is where something comes in called flags. This is a flag. The reason I call it a flag is because it looks kind of like a flag. But the purpose of a flag is to cut the light so only some of the light goes through and the other creates a shadow. So what I have set up here for your viewing and entertainment pleasure is we have some lights here, and I'm going to turn them on one at a time. I'm going to show you what the flags do. So I have two main lights right here. They're going to cast a light on his face. So let's turn those on. Okay, so here's the first light. Here's a bit of light coming from him on the face there. And here's the second light. There we go. These are Fresnels. They focus light into a beam. So the light only goes right here. There's not a lot of light down here, only right here. Now you'll notice there's shadow on the sides here. Too much shadowing, which is fine for most people, but for me, it's still too harsh. So I want to have two more lights, one coming from this side and one coming from this side. So I have two lights here. I turn this one on. This is with, and that's without. See how the face smooths out a little bit more? I'm going to do another one on this side. Here you can see what the flag is doing. See how the flag is chopping off some of the light? Look, I'll show you. That's without the flag. That's with the flag. You see the difference? So I'm just getting light on his head and nowhere else. Now I want to have an edge light hitting the top of his head. So I have a light way up there. You can see it up there. So I'm going to turn that one on. So now we have a hair light. This just causes a little bit of just a rim light around his head. So we have this area lit up now. All right, now we want to light up the arms. That light right there only lights up his arms, and I have a flag. So watch, I'm going to turn all these lights off. Okay, so now the only light hitting him at this point is the hair light, but there's nothing really on his arms. So let's get some light on his arms here. There. That's with, that's without. Notice how it's not hitting his head. It's only hitting the arms. And now it's off and back on again. The reason it's not hitting his head is because of this flag right here. See how the light is hitting? It's cutting off the top half of the light. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So now we have nice hard lighting on the arms and around the head, and a little bit on the collarbone area, which is some muscular. Nothing on the face. So now let's turn the face lights back on. So now we have nice edge lighting on the muscles here and kind of soft lighting on the face. So let's take this guy out and put real people in. I'm going to go first, then I'll bring Kara in. Okay, so this is before when I was using softboxes and my arms had no definition whatsoever. All right, now remember, my arms don't have a lot of definition yet, so I'm using what I have to highlight a little bit of what I have, but you can see my arms don't look as bad as they did over here in this shot where it was just fluffy and fat looking. Here you're starting to see a little bit of definition in the arms, and you have an outline here which is more flattering, but I have nice soft lighting around my face. So that way you can have two different types of lighting, one for here to here, and then one more dramatic for arms and this area. So let's bring in Kara because she's more fun to look at than me. But as you can see, it's not perfectly flat lighting, but it's a lot better than something like this, which is not very flattering. It's just kind of dark and moody, but putting light on my face makes me a lot friendlier of a person. Yeah, I like this. This is more me. This is more fun, and it's brighter and happier. So anyway, so let's bring Kara in and see what we can do with her. If we turn her, you can look at the abs. Look at that. See how you start to see abs? That's because the light is coming from this angle. But now look at the camera. See how we have soft lighting on her face, but her abs are lighting up. Yeah, so now you've got light up right there. That's good. Now you have light on her arms and some light on her abs right there. And she's looking at the camera, and you've got soft lighting on the face. So now we have a really cool situation where you have hard lighting on here and soft lighting here, which is kind of cool. Let's switch sides this way. Same, just move it around. See, yeah, right about there. Here, I'm going to get a dumbbell.
That puny thing? Get a 20 pound.
So there you have it. Soft lighting for the face, hard lighting for the body. Great for fitness people. They would love it also when their faces look good, not just bleh. Some people look good with dramatic facial lighting, but usually the older people don't appreciate that. So I hope this helps. You can have two different kinds of lighting within inches of each other. I thought that was kind of neat. I thought I'd share with you. Stay tuned to this channel for all kinds of great little tips and ideas, crazy stuff that a lot of other people don't do. So there you have it. See you next week. And until then, have a great week. Bye-bye.